Shalom family, welcome to the Uzziel Lewi channel. My name is Uzziel Lewi, one of the teachers at Congregation Beit Da'ak Mabina, located in Brooklyn, New York, 382 Hamilton Avenue, 11231. Welcome once again to another Shabbat night talk, thanking the creator of heaven and earth for all things and everything, food, clothing, and shelter, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thanking the creator of heaven and earth for my life, the life of Kobe Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth. And I pray that the Creator has been with us all during this past week, that the Creator will continue to bless us, protect us, keep us, and that the Creator will continue to bless His children Yisrael wherever we might be scattered in the four corners of the earth. I know that this is surprising to some of you, that I'm coming at this twice in one day. But it is what it is, all right? People are probably surprised to see me back to back. I was on the d.c.b channel just a few minutes ago with Nasik Zarishadai, and now you're getting this notification. Is he really coming back on? Yeah, I'm coming back on. It's going to be brief, but I'm coming back on just to run through some scriptures. I know that some of you really look forward to this, so I just wanted to make sure that I went through the scriptures with y'all. As you can see, the background is a little bit different, but I didn't want to set up a whole new setup. So if you can hear me clearly, please give me a 1 in the room. If you can hear me clearly, please give me a 1 in the room. Shabbat Shalom, Gov Nak, Shema Yehovah, Bat Yehovah, Hayagita Moraya Bat Israel, Nasera Shabbat Shalom. All right. Thanking the Creator. Just let me know if you can hear me clearly. You can see me clearly out there. Please just let me know. Thanking the Creator of the universe. Before I move forward, I want to make sure that everyone is hearing me clearly out there. I know that everybody's going to try to come over right now, and that's fine. And I'm not going to take too much. So let me know. Okay, great. I see everyone that's on. It's a great thing. Give me 1 second here, because I want to share this. I want to share this throughout all the rooms. Make sure that everybody knows that we're on live. Right here. Here we go. How's everybody out there? Did everyone have a great week? How was everyone's week? I hope that everyone had a prosperous week. I hope that everyone is filled with the blessings of the Creator, and that the Creator continues to be with each and every one of you, wherever you might be in the four corners of the earth, that the Most High God will continue to bless you and protect you. Let me just let everybody know. That we are on live. So, great is Yehovah and highly to be praised. His greatness is unsearchable, and the Most High God is great to all His people. Shabbat Shalom to everyone in the room. Yuval Benyamin, Sarah, Shebrew servant, Michael Thomas, Deshelle Pearsall, Monica Sisse, Hayagita Moraya Bat Yisrael, Hima Eldaha Vared Yisrael, Govnak, Shema Yehovah Bat Yehovah, More Tavel, Kawa Wanzer, Julia Figueira, Gershon Ben Israel, Joseph Clemens, Lucy Bryce, Gershon Ben Israel, and everybody out there. Thanking the Most High God for food, clothing, and shelter, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Just a couple of notes. Tomorrow on the d.c.b channel, my brother Chief Avdiel, if you have contact, if you are friends with him on Facebook, you know that he conducts a Hebrew class, and he's been dedicated to that job and teaching other classes on Facebook. So tomorrow, I invited his class to come and read Torah virtually by us. I believe that Morey Avdiel is going to be there in the flesh. He's coming to d.c.b. But his class will be on virtually, and they will be reading the Torah for the very first time during the service, I believe, for all of them. I could be wrong, but so this is to encourage everyone that's practicing Hebrew that to get prepared and be ready. We all have our duties and our job when it comes before the Creator, and we want to be inclusive to people that might be dispersed and might not be near any congregation. So we want to be available. We want to be that congregation that brings the virtual reality to everyone and make everyone feel included or as included when it comes to services. All right. So I spoke to Ima Havared, who is the administrator, the moderator, in this chat and also on the d.c.b chat. And she'll be reaching out to some of you. We got to vet some of you. The names that I know, but what we're going to begin to do is maybe if you know Hebrew, when we fall short on the amount of people being there, maybe we could incorporate people from different parts of the country that know how to read Hebrew, and it will also get you motivated to learn how to read Hebrew, to come on and read Torah, and we could continue in what we're doing. We're also going to extend the reading of the 8th proverb and the reading of the Psalms in the afternoon, also for our people online through Zoom. So look forward to that, being more involved, being more part of. We want to begin to get all of you guys involved in the service so that you just don't feel like you're just sitting out there just listening to everything that we have to say. So hopefully that would be some good news to some of you, and I hope that some of you jump on this opportunity. Get in contact with Ima Havared, or you could get in contact with me. Let me know if you're interested in any of those things. Reading Torah, if you know how to read Torah, reading the 8th proverb in the morning, or reading the Psalms in the afternoon. So I hope that I hear from some of you. And for some of you that are interested, you know what the number is. And if you don't, the number is 347-622-9090, 347-622-9090. If you're interested in one or the other, that is the Torah service. So thanking the Creator of heaven and earth for all things and everything, food, clothing, and shelter. Thanking the Most High God for understanding. I'm looking forward to the tomorrow morning to see our brothers and sisters read the Torah for the very first time in front of a congregation. All right? Okay, so as you can see, I made the smooth transition from the d.c.b channel to the Uzziel Lewi channel. Don't think that I forgot y'all. I haven't forgotten y'all, okay? I'm still here with y'all. So there you go. Ima Havared got her email there that you could contact her And she also put up the d.c.b. telephone number to contact us and let us know if you're interested in any of these things. And if we get enough people, we will put you on a list to read in any position that you want to read. And eventually we'll extend it to Haftarah portions and all those sorts of things so that we could be a more inclusive congregation, knowing that a lot of people are not making it out. But for those of you that have been with us and even before coronavirus weren't able to make it out because of the distance, now you can prepare yourselves, get yourselves ready, prepared in holiness to come in the Shabbat day and be part and included of the service before the Creator of heaven and earth. So I hope that this is good news to some of you. And I know for some of you, you're still kind of shy and you still might not want to do this. So I'm looking forward to see my sister Monica Sase volunteering for a spot. My brother Tavel, Moray Tavel, getting a spot. My sister Kawa, Nasira, everybody, Shebrew, servant, everybody. I want everybody to consider something. My brother Chief Gershon from Chicago. So we're gonna do it through Zoom. So I think through this pandemic, everybody has learned how to use Zoom, and it'll be much easier for everybody to do it that way. So I want to go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 1. The word of Kahilif. Kahilif is teacher, or in some books it's translated as preacher, right? The son of David, king in Jerusalem. So a lot of writers and ascribe this book to Shlomo. This is one of the books of Shlomo, because the Kohilif is the son of David, king of Jerusalem. So a lot of people ascribe the book to Melech Shlomo because of the wisdom that's in the book. And it reads in verse 2, vanity of vanities, saith Kohilif, vanity of vanity, all is vanity. Right? So vanity of vanity, everything, or vanity is nothingness. You know, nothingness of nothingness. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so nothingness of nothingness is nothingness, right? What's our purpose in life? This chapter and these chapters in Ecclesiastes, it really questions what really is our purpose in life, and what is it that man gets out of life, and what are the things, the perils and the enjoyable things in life that might lead us astray. This book is very it's very instrumental in learning certain qualities of life. I'll put it that way. Verse 3. What profit have man of all his labor wherein he laboreth under the sun? So what good do you get out of all your labor that you get, and the money that you gain, from laboring all those years under the sun? Right? And it's going to go into an explanation, because this is actually a question that is being asked. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, and the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he ariseth. The wind goeth towards the south, and turneth about the north. it turneth about continually in its circuit, and the wind returneth again to its circuit. So what the writer, what Koheleth is saying is that, or some say preacher, we say teacher, it's like everything it's in a cycle. Life is a cycle, right? The sun comes up and it goes down. It talks about the wind going towards the south and turning about onto the north and turning about. So everything goes into all the rivers, run into the sea, right? Yet the sea is not full. These are questions in life, you know. What is this life about? And can you really understand what's happening? Unto the place where the rivers go, thither they go again, right? So everything is in a cycle. Man lives, man dies, another man comes, replaces the man that dies, man and woman. So life is a cycle, basically, is what it's saying here. All things toil to weariness, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. All things toil to weariness, man cannot utter it. So we toil, we get weary, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing, right? Because nobody ever says, you know, I had enough of hearing, or I had enough of seeing, right? You want to continue to see, you want to continue to live forever, but we know that none of us are going to live forever, and we all are going to take that ride, you know, and that hearse to that hole, or some people might not. Some of you might be cremated. I don't know. Some people cremate, right? But eventually we all are going to pass away, right? We all get weary, but nobody ever wants to pass away. People, you know, unless you're suffering, some people, you know, they desire to pass away. But if you could live forever, you would, right? So no one gets tired of seeing or hearing. That which have been is that which shall be, and that which have been done, that which shall be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. So let's say this is Solomon, right? Koheleth. So he said there's nothing new under the sun. The same occurrences happen to one man, so it happens to another. What somebody's going through today in 2020, somebody went through in the 1900s. So life is a cycle, and nothing is new under the sun. Of course, we have new inventions. Of course, we have cars that they didn't have back then. Of course, we got air conditioning and all these things. But what he's speaking about is the issues of life more so, right? Nothing new under the sun. Man get jealous. Women get jealous. Men murder. Back then, men murder today. Man emotions and feelings all go into play and go into action. So these are things that are not new under the sun. These are things that have continued through generations and continue to happen. So there's nothing new under the sun. Verse 10. Is there a thing whereof it is said, see, this is new? It have been already in the ages which were before us. So like I said before, it's more speaking about the issues of life rather than inventions, because of course there are many inventions. It said man sought out many inventions. So it's speaking more so about the issues of life and the things that happen to you or that happens to humanity that have been happening from the beginning of times. Verse 10. Verse 11. There is no remembrance of them of former times, neither shall there be any remembrance of them of latter times that are to come, among those that shall come after. So what it's saying is like, after a while, people forget about you. If you don't have family members that come to that gravesite, and how many people are going to upkeep a mausoleum and a gravesite and stuff like that, right? Of people that you didn't even know, your great-great-grandparents, you didn't even know, unless you have a great family legacy that passed down things and that that take you and you got grandma buried in the same mausoleum or whatever. But eventually, everyone is forgotten. You know how many grave sites have been built over and graves have not been dug up, or if they have been, those bones have just been discarded. So you're forgotten. And somebody who's coming in the future, they're going to also be forgotten. They're also going to be forgotten. If the Most High God bless me to have great-grandchildren or grandchildren, there's going to come a point where they're going to be forgotten. So this is what the priest or the preacher or the Koheleth is saying. Koheleth had been king over Israel and Jerusalem. And this is why people are saying, or what most scholars attribute this to King Solomon. And a lot of these things you guys already know, so I'm just reviewing. Koheleth had been king over Israel and Jerusalem. Verse 13, and I apply my heart to search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heaven. It is a sore task that God have given to the sons of men to be exercised therewith. So, what is the purpose of life? And some people, and that's how I started out, right? So some people try to find the purpose of life and they go all in. They say, I'm going to enjoy this life while I have it because I'm not going to be long on this earth. So people go explore, they go do things, they end up from different places. They end up in places they should not be in. And a lot of times when people do that, they avoid of wisdom, but they're not using wisdom and they pursuit of life. And what is life? If that makes any sense. So you become careless, so some men live longer than others. The ones that live carelessly sometimes die young, so forth and so on. So, and I apply my heart to search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heavens. So he wanted to know, why do all these things happen under the heaven? Why do all these things occur? Verse 14, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and a striving after wind. So Solomon observed all the work that everyone was doing. He said everything is vanity, and you just chasing the wind, right? You chasing the wind. You know you can't grab wind. You can't grab air, so it's going right through your fingers. It's a hopeless search because we can't figure out life because the Most High God has it the way he has it. He has life set up the way he has it. So we're going to live our lives to the best of our ability until the time allotted to us by the Creator. And that's going to be that. It says here, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. So that which is crooked cannot be made straight. So when a tree it grows and it grows in a bend like that, you can't straighten out that tree. That tree is what it is. So it is with people. Some people, you try to help them, you try to straighten them out, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't live up to snuff. You know, it just does not work. The tree or the person has their mind set up, and you cannot straighten them out. And sometimes they have to go through something, and the Most High God spanking them in order for them to realize that their stubbornness or the way that they are is what's causing them to be punished. Verse 16, I spoke with my own heart, saying, Lo, I have gotten great wisdom, more also than all that were before me over Jerusalem. Yet my heart have had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. So he's speaking about the wisdom that was granted to him by the Creator. But as we know Solomon, Melech Shlomo indulged in some things. And he did some things that he should not have done. Building houses of worship to the gods of his Nashim, multiplying wives more exceedingly than what the Most High God commanded the kings of Israel. 700 wives, 600 concubines, that sort of stuff. It says here, 17, and I apply my heart to know wisdom and know the madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a striving after the wind. So he said, he's basically saying, although I was wise and I'm considered wiser than anyone even before my father, that he still pursued folly. He still did things that he should not have done. Folly doesn't mean laughter. Folly means doing foolishness or doing that which is wrong before the Most High God. That's folly. So Solomon pursued after folly. And the Most High God had to bring him back to his senses before he died. But he pursued after certain things. Verse 18, for in much wisdom is much vexation, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more knowledge you increase, the more sorrow you have, because you see the conditions of people and you see exactly what will become of them, if they continue in those ways. So I just wanted to bring that chapter. It's important for us to acknowledge that the Most High God is still here judging people. And I want to say this to all my brothers and sisters in terms of this COVID-19. And some of you are getting spike ups in some of these other states. We already had it in New York. New York is pretty much more so gotten to the point where we're not getting that many cases because it ravished the city of New York, especially. But to all of you brothers and sisters out there, stay safe. Remember all of the things that I kept saying. Wash your hands. Use your mask when you go out in public, when you're around people. Remember to be cautious. Remember to use wisdom and understanding. Remember that there are other people out there that might have underlying conditions and you don't want to harm them or bring anything to them. Just remember all those things. Be safe, Yisrael. May the Most High God continue to bless each and every one of you. May the blessings of Yehovah continually be with us and protect us. Let the Most High God be with you all. Remember, we will be back on 11 a.m. Eastern Time for our Shabbat services on the d.c.b channel. Also, tomorrow we're going to have a treat. We're going to have our brother Zion Lexus, or Chief Uzziel Lewi. We're going to have his class, his Hebrew class, come and read Torah with us. It should be an exciting moment for many of them. And I hope that everything goes well and that the Most High God blesses them all. So, to everyone, without any further ado, I will sign out at this moment. Be there tomorrow morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the notification bell right next to subscribe so that you will get notified as to every time that we load up a video or we have an event going. All right. So thank you all once again. I hope that the Most High God bless each and every one of you. Shalom, shalom. Hallelujah.